The first description of dyslexia was in 1896 by Dr. W. Pringle Morgan in Sousse, England, according to Austin Learning Solutions. He stated that the boy was very bright and intellectual. He had very good interactions with the other students. He just had a little trouble reading his material for classes. Now, I can relate to this because my cousin she is dyslexic, and when she was in school at her younger ages, it was very hard for her to learn material, and it got harder as she went up. But she graduated, and she recently finished her second year in college, and I feel that when she was younger, she was taken by the dyslexia, and I feel like it had a hold of her. And now I feel like she has a hold of dyslexia. Instead of it controlling her, she now controls dyslexia. Some of the things we're going to be talking about are that many ages are affiliated with dyslexia. Dyslexia is the most common disability. And dyslexia occurs in people of many intellectual levels and different backgrounds. Let's look at the first reason. In preschool ages, the students have trouble talking. They have trouble communicating. They may talk later than all the other students. They may have trouble with their alphabet, recognizing letters, their shapes, their numbers, their colors, their days of the week, some of the circle time, everyday material. And when you move on to kindergarten, they have a little trouble speaking, putting words together, corresponding to make a word each at a time instead of saying all of it at once. And they also use transpositions in different words, saying felt for left, depending on how they see the letters, if it is a mild dyslexia or it is severe. Now, in the high school ages, they tend to read slowly, more slower than the other students in the classroom. They need more time to do their activities, to do their classroom work, because it takes them a little longer. They get more tired with everything that they do because it takes a toll on them because of all the stuff that we do regularly. It takes them a little longer. Now let's see the second reason. About 70 to 85% of children are placed in special education according to Do Something for learning disability. Dyslexia, they do not necessarily see words backwards. It's just that the B and the D seem different to them. So it's not necessarily everything. Now, dyslexia ranges from mild to severe, and about 40% of students that have dyslexia also are diagnosed with ADHD. And they tend to get tired as well with the things that we do, if it's reading a book, writing a story, reciting their alphabet, tracing letters, depending on the task at hand. Let's examine the third reason. Over 40 million American adults are dyslexic, and out of those, only 2 million know that they are dyslexic. With appropriate teaching, dyslexia can be a good thing, really. It can, instead of bringing the kids down, them being looked at, they can actually have a chance in the classroom because they can succeed and go on to other things. Now, they're great at creating ideas. They can think outside the box, and they can also see a bigger picture. Now, with that, I have printed out a paper showing the brain of a person who is dyslexic. Now, on the right hand side, they use a nonverbal information, which is music, images. It's more creative, it's more concrete. And on the left hand side, it is spoken and written language. So these are the things with word analysis, numbers, letters, and it's more abstract for them. Now let's summarize. Dyslexia can be something that can be involved with students and adults of all ages. Dyslexia is more common than we knew, and dyslexia can affect any background. Depending on his or her background, it can affect. And according to Austin Learning Solutions, over 50% of NASA employees are dyslexic. So that just comes to show that they have taken a hold of dyslexia. Instead of dyslexia taking over them, they have taken over dyslexia so that they can use it for their benefit. And a few of the sources that I've used in my speech are Austin Learning Systems, Do Something, and WebMD. Thank you.